Cold.
Ice. Ice. Marvel Legends everywhere.
Marvel Legends Morlock Memorial Monday.
Morlock Memorial Monday. We need more Morlocks. I think somebody in the stream yesterday said Morlocks. We need more.
More lock.
Get it?
Yeah.
Hello. Happy Memorial Day.
Hola.
I have the day off so I can catch Fwoosh stream. What could be better? Oh, I forget that I'm back on here and we can bring the comments up.
Yes.
Yes.
Probably not yesterday, huh?
No.
Alone.
I was playing some video games by myself. Terribly. I didn't even make it halfway through the first level.
Golf?
Well, no, I played Star Wars, Force Unleashed.
Good
joke. So, I mean, it's been a crazy weekend, hasn't it?
I know. It's a relief now that almost, because kind of sitting on that news for a few days and then waiting for the other stuff to be revealed, there was a lot of anticipation and whatnot. But man, Marvel team's not leaving room for anybody else.
No. But I want you to reiterate something that you said a couple of days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we only knew about it a couple of days ahead of time.
Yeah, so...
Okay. I just wanted to get that out there.
Yeah, it had been, floated that possibly something like this would be, something that we'd be interested in doing.
No. Now it freezes, and I look like the bad guy. Like I'm forcing him to say this stuff just to prove that I knew nothing about it last Sunday.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay, Tuesday or Wednesday. 100% Earl, thank God the better. FwooshCaster is back on high. Other guy with the long beard. Damn, man.
And yesterday I was going to go, if I would have remembered, I was going to go to Walgreens and buy an eye patch to wear for this one just to complete the thing.
Yeah. But I just wanted to, we had no prior knowledge whenever we did our picks last week.
No.
Just I'm that good.
And,
right?
and the whole thing is that it's like the world's not quite ready for the Dr. Bong reveal yet, so we're gonna have to wait on that one.
Wait for that Dr. Bong movie, the Bong saga.
The world is not ready yet.
It runs throughout the whole MCU for several years.
He has been behind everything.
Yeah. In the end credit of one of them, it's just a bell, and then he turns, bong, and then it goes from there. He froze during my joke. That's not right. What's happening, Prod? Mallrat Derek. I'm so stoked on these figures. Oh, there you are.
There I am. Yeah.
You missed my bong reveal.
Well, like I said, it's raining here again today, so it's just my luck.
Yo, during this hour. Smoker Joe, you got nothing to prove, guys? Oh, yeah, it's just a running joke now. and you know what? In fact, nobody's actually accused me of, having prior knowledge. I just wanted to get it out there. I wanted to get ahead of the curve. And it apparently worked because nobody thinks that.
He's a mole.
Yep. With that exclusive news, you better get the reveal of Dr. Bong when he gets released.
Atuma, too.
Atuma. Yeah. Nobody cares about Atuma.
Except everybody.
Except everybody that likes Namor.
Well, speaking of, I know during like live streams and stuff like this, it's kind of hard to see the figure when you put it on camera. So I put her in front of this board. This is the pre-production sample that was sent for, something like this and the other photographs that I took for the front page. So, not final yet, but I mean, she's made of plastic. So I'm thinking that we're getting close.
The way you were talking, it's basically a figure from the factory. The only thing that's off are the numbers on the forehead.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're used to seeing these in conventions, oftentimes and whatnot, back when there were conventions, there were oftentimes figures like this shown and whatnot at Toy Fair and whatnot. So, I mean, to have it be at that stage, I've never handled a figure in that state because they're always behind glass or whatever else, and it's always no touchy, right? But I mean, this feels like any other Marvel Legend that I have on the shelf. So.
Yeah, a lot of those we were always told, you know, oh, we can't pull it out, move it around. It's a prototype, you know, it's resin or whatever, but that's a factory sample.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. And in fact, this is property of Hasbro, so she'll be making her way back to Pawtucket tomorrow. So this is the last day.
So, well, with it being the holiday weekend and stuff.
Yeah.
We squeezed one more day out of Callisto.
Yeah, and the knives are fun. You know, I mean, here's the thing. This is I know everybody can go on and on about the exact costume details and things like that, but to me, she's pretty much what you would want and probably expect based off of a pullover into Marvel Legends. So I think everything works well.
Yeah, at this point, Marvel Legends is just kind of a basic idea of the character with parts. Like, I mean, I know action figures have gotten expensive over the years, but still, compared to a lot of other companies, well, especially imports, $25 for a figure.
I think of Marvel Legends and toy lines in general, oftentimes, unless the point is to be exacting. I almost think of them like a comic book artist, right? It's like the iconography and the elements are there, but they have their own little bit of spin on it, and that's kind of how it translates through Legends as well, right?
Right, exactly. It's kind of the overall look, and the only thing, if I had one nitpick, it's the painted on at the bottom of the shirt, because the sculpt is there for the Storm's bottom of the shirt, right? They just made it want to look ripped for Callisto.
You know, the thing about that though is that the rip doesn't happen right at the ridge of the fold of the shirt down here, and I'm sure it's a little bit, so it actually does look like the shirt's just kind of folded up a little, and then there's a little bit of tolerance there to bring it down where the ripping is. So, you know, to me, I don't know, I think it works. It's fine, it's good.
Right. I'm not. That's not even a huge gripe. That was just something that jumps out at me, huh?
Why do you hate everything, Robo?
I'm a negative kind of guy. You know that. What do we got? The tentacles were stupid. Oh, I think somebody were no tentacle arms for Callisto. That would have been a cool swap out piece. And I've got the idea that maybe I may need two of these to kind of make that. Not that I was a huge fan of the tentacle look, but it's an interesting action figure feature.
Well, and you know, I mean, as far as, you know, the description that we got and what I was told when, you know, I was talking to the PR team and whatnot about this is that, you know, this isn't final. No packaging was included. It was the figure in a plastic bag wrapped in bubble wrap. Obviously, the decoing isn't final, even though, in my opinion, it's really good right now. So I don't know what else there is to find out about this. It's like, yeah, we don't know when, we don't know how yet, but I mean, do we have the two knives and the swappable fists, you know, that come with her? Is that everything? I don't know. It might be, but it might not be. So
we don't know if it's a Build-A-Figure wave or it's retro wave or
exclusive.
She comes with more stuff.
Yeah.
As far as the reveals have gone, though, it seems like I guess they've included the alternate heads, alternate hands on the other reveals we'll talk about here in a minute. Oh yeah, he's thinking hard. He's like, oh yeah, they have, haven't they? Robo, you're so right.
yes, they have. For like Wolverine and Mastermind.
Yeah. So plus swappable arms with this base body would involve, I guess, a little bit more engineering, but I don't know.
Yeah, the arms, well, customizers may know that the basic female Marvel Legends arms can pop out of the the shoulders pretty easily. It's not like the heads where it just pops right out, right? You know.
Speaking of the other reveal,
Yeah.
what's
Hello
happening,
there.
man? Could there possibly show extra head sculpts and accessories? It could be. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, we got no other info other than here's a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
In the form of this character.
Yep. So I don't know. It was a fun thing to take part in, and I was glad to see it continue over the weekend, like with toying around and whatnot. So it's just something different. Marvel has the Legends team puts out a lot of figures every single year, and to kind of reveal them or debut or whatever in different ways, I don't know. It's fun, right?
And you know what? Somebody just mentioned Fwoosh Orange. I didn't realize it when I put this shirt on that I'm essentially, Callisto. I need a black vest now.
Yeah, I was going to say, just like you didn't know about it before you did your top 5. Right?
You're an asshole. Stop it. Hey, Butter Baron. Hello, a bit late. What did I miss? We're just talking about Callisto. They should make a kid Colt figure. Oh, Dog Holiday, you and your cowboy figures. They should make a rawhide kid.
She's gonna fit right in with your Marvel Legends X-Men villains, I guess.
Oh yeah. And now I need more Morlocks or Reavers, the rest of the Reavers. Just X-Men all the way. And it feels like a very, well, it obviously is the very X-Men wave, if it is a wave. It's kind of weird having these reveals but not knowing where they go. It's kind of the Star Wars approach to revealing figures, you know?
Yeah.
Here's this, and it may be a wave. There may be more later.
Hey, Prod says you got your Popeye shirt on. You gonna eat some Cajun rice in that shirt?
The best Cajun food ever. Sunder. Did you guys see the drop for today? Oh yeah, we're getting to that. First, yesterday over on Super Sorrel's channel, he revealed Mastermind.
Yes.
Some Jason Wingard.
Which that's really cool, because I thought maybe the box set of the Hellfire Club was like, here are your main dudes. Here's a little, Hellfire for you, and then that was gonna be it.
Right. But coming back around, somebody mentioned yesterday too that this works better as a single because he could be considered Brotherhood too.
Well, absolutely.
But it's not in this look. He always had that. Well, the alternate head, really. That one. So that alternate head is awesome, because I think that looks exactly like the classic Mastermind and whatnot. So I've been trying to, since yesterday, piece them together for that head, and I'm counting on, I think, one of the very talented soft goods customizers out there to come up with the jacket. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for that. But looking around the Legends part library, there's not really a good brown pants out there. Jay Jonah's are kind of gray, Stan Lee's, and most of the suit jackets are blue or gray or black as well. So I don't know, it may end up being Luis, so khaki pants with a with a brown coat, which would be about as close as I can get. Well, a lot of people, I guess his classic rendition was a purple and something kind of suit, at least when it's here. But then I've been seeing comic book covers, which I forgot to load up into here, but like modern comics, he's in the black suit, red under, kind of a different look.
Yeah.
This totally works though. And I've already seen people talking about swapping this with Shaw, swapping the heads. Because I guess Shaw as the Black King in the black suit.
It's more traditional.
I guess so. But I guess I'm more of a facial feature hair kind of guy, because I didn't pay much attention to the suit colors whenever this was revealed. I thought, holy shit, that's Mastermind. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is...
it was like I said, I was definitely not expecting more Hellfire. But that's cool. So that really just leaves us with Harry is really the only other big like main member, right?
Yeah, and like a lot of people were talking yesterday, it's either going to take a unique body, or I think
Yeah.
the consensus was to use Frogman or Doc Ock and have some overlays on that.
Yeah, for kind of the chunkier build. Yeah.
Yeah. A few people said Kingpin, but I think that's too big.
That's too big.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
Yeah. Oh, what did I just see? I saw some. Oh, Legends fans, Callisto, Mastermind, love it. That's right.
Yeah, that is right. That's
I need to open my Hellfire set. Is this a good body?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's great. I mean, it's crazy how much new is to it and how accurate it is. It's like that was one of those I was like, I feel like I should get an extra set of this to use for like if I ever need some property that is 1800s needed looking figures like Ichabod Crane or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and my first thought when they originally came out, get 2 sets because you're going to need to customize the rest of the team, but it looks like Hasbro's going to kind of slowly take care of that for us. Or at least I'm hoping.
Maybe this is a wave that we're getting teased out, and maybe Harry Leland will be the Build-A-Figure or something.
Oh, now that would be cool. Because so far we have Mastermind, we have Callisto, we have Shirtless Wolverine. There's the Domino and Cannonball that was revealed back at the whatever show. And then, is there something else? Am I missing something? Woohoo! Back-to-back Robo Live Salutation. Yeah, I think there was another X-Men. Well, no, maybe that's it. Oh, yeah, and I'm live streaming tonight, too. It's crazy. Do you think we'll see a Destiny figure? Man, Destiny, if they get to Toad, maybe a Brotherhood box or something.
Yeah, that'd be fun. They've already got that head. But it's funny, the extra included heads that happen, those don't often find their way into single releases. It's like Jay Jonah is really the only one that we've gotten so far that his head kind of showed up first, and then they brought him through with his own figure. Because I mean, we haven't gotten like Hammerhead or what's her name, Lalandra.
Lalandra, yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I'd love it.
Megan, the tease for that, I think, is more. At least everyone thinks it's going more towards an Excalibur box set or set of some kind, right?
Robo Hopes.
Oh my god! Give me some Excalibur.
I need Shadow Cat. I mean, Kitty and Colossus are my 2 favorite X persons, so I need every version of her ever, right?
Oh yeah, and I still feel like that blue puffy sleeved costume is one of the more iconic looks.
That's when she really kind of got her own personality, or
I know there was a few other costumes, but when I think Shadow Cat, I think that. When I think Kitty, I think Astonishing. Just the yellow and black or blue or whatever color it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because that was her growing up from Sprite, right? I mean, the costume was a tribute to that, so that was kind of her X-Men persona, where Shadow Cat's more of the Excalibur one,
Right. But then we get to today.
Yeah.
And toying around, get some Marvel Legends love.
Ooh, those are some sharp looking Logan portraits, man. Those are awesome.
And that body in the skin tones with this hair application, I love it. I don't know why I like it so much.
Yeah. You need to take the Mastermind and this figure and pop the torsos and swap them so you can have shirtless Sebastian.
That's right. Yeah, I think that's another. And I think of Shaw more like that than in the suit and party ready.
Yeah, his on that beat up portrait though, that eye is nasty.
Yeah, yeah. Where are we close? Close right there.
With Bloodshot.
I think for me, this is going to be, I don't know. I need an X cross to put him up on for the Outback. I can't remember if it was a cover or the inside. I think it's two different looks, but I want this in a display with some reavers around them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Finally, I have my shirtless Robo custom because this is what what? Nobody believes that that's what I look like underneath.
ab crunch articulation and all.
but it's another Wolverine, but it's still cool. Like I said, I've been wanting kind of a beat up Wolverine for specifically that reason.
You know, you can make the case that Hasbro's done a lot of Wolverines, and I didn't get the one that came in the series with the Professor X with the Tri-Sentinel one. If I see that one, I might pick it up, but I haven't ordered that just because that's like the one series in a long time that I kind of cherry picked because I wasn't really interested in the Build-A-Figure. But aside from that one, I've gotten all the Wolverine variations and they're all really good. And this is another one.
Yeah. And plus like toying around was saying, the poses with those butterfly joints. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's got the perfect lunge and claws out, and I just love this body. What I want to see now, though, now that I'm thinking about it, is this head in normal paint apps. Without the cuts and the
yeah.
It looks like a good neutral head with nice hair. The hair actually looks like what I think of when I think of the comics.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about, displaying this figure with the beat up head, but that head, swapping it on to the jean.
The love triangle pack. Look at that. We finished each other's sentences. That's what he was going to say. Front teeth look funky in yelling scope. Hope it gets fixed before release. Yeah, it's just got a little paint there, huh? But I still like
that one I feel like I want to put on the jeans and tank top, or the wife beater one that came with the bike.
I thought you were going with the Jean Grey love triangle. you cut out right at Jean, and I thought, yeah, Jean Grey.
Put that on the Jean Grey body.
But yeah, it's another Wolverine, and it's different.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for that perfect astonishing set, but it'll come.
With the way that they're getting through the various iterations and teams, it's like your astonishing and your Outback team. Those have got to be coming up next, right? Close.
yeah. With Jim Lee. Shut up! I made an educated guess, and it was the other way. But even just because those are my favorite, there's still other iterations. There's more modern looks, or we haven't finished Giant Size yet, have we?
Banshee's still hanging out there, but we know we know the thing about that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Banshee!
It's like we want Banshee, but we don't, because Dwight always said that was going to be his last figure.
At some point, though, and somebody made the comment of, "Oh, we'll finish this team in about another 12 years," and my first thought was, cool. You think Marvel Legends is going to go for another 12 years? I'm down for that, Hey, if it takes that long. From a pure marketing standpoint, you got to think that, yes, they want to finish teams, but if they finish teams, they may lose certain customers. And I know that's like an underlying thought, but at the same time, they see what a lot of people are asking for. So who knows? Banshee may be the next reveal.
Dwight handed that off for somebody else to art direct and manage all of that through, so he didn't have to do
it. Yeah. He left himself an out. He's
technicalities.
Yeah. Oh well, I didn't actually work on it. When I get to that Banshee, like the in the training colors, because that's a perfect variant for
the blue and yellow. Yeah.
So it comes back around. Oh, acolytes. I don't know. I wasn't into the acolytes, but hey, I'm not into Age of Apocalypse either, and they're getting action figures.
Yeah.
That came out very, hey, I don't like them, but they're still making them, surprisingly.
So they don't always do what Robo wants.
That's right. See? There's no pull. I think we'll get Age of Apocalypse before 616. I don't know, in like wave 3, because they're coming down to, well, I've seen people list. Again, I don't know a lot about Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So, but people have lists for another wave, because I think there's still Gambit and other characters.
You know, those guys got me on the wave 2 AOA because I'm, a big Colossus fan, and even though I'm not a huge AOA fan, I get all the Colossi.
Mm-hmm.
So they got me for a Build-A-Figure there.
When are we getting Popeye Arms Wolverine from the Havoc and Wolverine Meltdown series? You know what? I do have an extra Mezco Popeye that
you do.
I do, and that would be cool with the Wolverine. And he's got to have those hair, those big long strands off the back of his head, and then the big sunglasses. That would make an amazing action figure, I think.
There you go.
But that's very specific. And we were just talking about how Marvel Legends kind of, generic is probably the wrong word, but it's a generic look for each character to kind of capture all the artists of that era.
It's they go for the iconography rather than the specificity.
Yeah. That's a much better word than generic.
But this was a really, I don't know. I mean, I may be biased a little bit here, but I think the 3-figure reveals over this holiday weekend were really strong.
Yeah, and very refreshing. And it's hard to talk about how they did it because we got one of the reveals, but it's a different way. It's like they swerved. Oh, we're going to try it this way. Because it happened very quick. There was an initial asking if we would like to do it.
Yeah.
But then when it actually happened, it was very quick.
Yeah. Which was, I know a lot of people have been thinking that there have been a lot of MCU reveals as of late, because I think they're having to do some catch up, with some things being delayed. And then when they got to comic stuff, it was very specific to, AOA. So it's like, you can't please anybody. But then with these 3, they're a little bit more like, here's 616 Marvel comic reveals, right?
Yeah, more classic versions. I can see where somebody would say, oh, that's a lot of X-Men coming back around. But again, other stuff is going to come around.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, with the other stuff that they've already teased, I mean, that Johnny Storm's not going to be hanging out by himself, right? I think we know that.
Right, exactly. So we know some Fantastic Four stuff's coming. Avengers is never gone for long.
Yeah, I mean, Tiger was shown off, right?
Yeah, and then Spider-Man. That movie's coming, so get ready for where's my X-Men? Why are they showing all Spider-Man? No X-Men. Yeah, because we need a new Spiral. Mm-hmm.
Long shot at this point is kind of the one that I'm kind of, every time that they reveal like a non-specific, because AOA or whatever, but I'm really surprised when I don't see Long Shot at this point.
Yeah, because he fits well a lot of the releases they've done in the past few years. I mean, that Dazzler is just waiting for.
Yeah. She's lonely. She's ready to, dance in her aerobic suit with Long Shot.
I cannot confirm. I'm annoying you with friendship. In the movie or not, I need Toby and Andrew figures, updated ones. Honestly, at this point, the Toby
like
costume.
Toby that's like stuck like this, that shoots water out of his wrist.
At this point, the Toby costume is classic, you know? And I always liked the Andrew costume. So I'll take them. I'll take updated figures of those.
You know, it's funny. You don't know what's going to be going on with the next Spider-Man movie, right? So it's like,
Right. So MCU Quicksilver is coming. What about MCU Craven? I think that falls into the same category as Venom, and I know it's the same. They can just use the same face sculpt, right?
it'll be perfect.
Yeah. Reuse. So long shot is a long shot.
Oh,
I don't think so. I think his time is coming, and I'm going to need. Well, I don't know. That also fits an Exiles team. Damn it!
Mm-hmm.
Damn it!
Well, and I mean, he's just kind of the era that you were like. He just fits the timing, right?
Yeah. He seems to fall into that Outback era that they seem to be. Well, no, they don't, do they? But that classic. At this point, classic X-Men is everything before Jim Lee.
Yeah,
but Jim Lee is classic too. But to you and me,
gold, silver, and bronze is classic now.
yeah. It's hard to. But really, when it comes down to it, X-Men is X-Men, and I'll take any and all.
Yeah. This was cool. And that's the thing with X-Men, though. I mean, if you really start getting into it, there is no shortage of characters yet to be done. So,
right. I mean, they're still working on. Of course, the same could be said for any corner. So many Avengers looks to be had.
Yeah. There's definitely not going. They're not going to be running out of possibilities for what they can do anytime soon.
No. So yeah, I welcome another 12 years. It's a shame that we'll never get any of those Malibu characters in Marvel Legends form, but I don't think Marvel will ever let those characters bout again. I don't think I was into Malibu. Oh, I will need an Age of Ultron Wanda to go with Quicksilver now.
Yeah.
You're thinking about the look.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes, but you know, he could be. They could repack Quicksilver and like they could do like a repainted Captain America comic one, the one that came out in like lighter blue colors, and then they can do and they can pack his shield next to him, and they can do Wanda, and they can package Quicksilver, repackage him next to her, and it could be like the Marvel Legends Shields release, since he took the bullets.
Oh damn! You're getting. That's what do you think they're going to get the blood on them?
Yeah, the bloody variant.
Yeah, I didn't know where you were going with that.
Captain America and his shield, and Wanda and hers, right?
Has there been a Zorn release? It's been a while, and it's not the greatest at this point, but for some reason, I love that figure.
That was early Hasbro. Hasbro.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was one of those, everybody speculated he was a holdover, like ready to drop in a Toy Biz wave, and then the license switched hands.
Mm-hmm. Because he's got that Toy Biz high crotch kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want a MCU Baron von Strucker. I want a 616 Strucker too now to replace that old one.
When do you see a new Blade figure? Isn't there a show coming? Are they still working on that?
Movie?
Movie? Yeah, so gotta have some Blade merchandise coming.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali is lined up for Blade, so there could be some, if they went down that path of doing kind of a comic and movie mixture, like series or something to support it, you could go for some really cool characters in that kind of Blade spot that haven't gotten any spotlight yet, right?
Man, that must have been me. The rain is coming this way.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're only going to do an hour. We have to jump off here, get back to work, do other things.
Robo's got stuff to do today.
Yeah, I've got to edit that video I shot last night. I saw what was the comment I just saw a minute ago? He's from the DC universe. I'm not overwhelmed by Legends because I cherry pick every wave, which is shit. I wish I had that kind of willpower, you know?
Yeah. I've gotten a little bit better over the past few months or so, but I still end up buying the majority of releases.
Yeah. Because I look at him and I think, oh, well, that is a nice looking figure. Even though, admittedly, I know a lot of the characters. I just have my preferences.
Mm-hmm.
But damn it. Like I always say, I did skip half the first AOA wave. And honestly, when it comes down to it, I probably will skip the half of the next one. Because I definitely need Legion. I definitely need Legion and Sabretooth.
Well, like I said, I would get Legion and Sabretooth as well because of Wild Child. But then Kitty and Colossus are my two favorite X-Men. So it's like you've already got me for most of the wave there. So it's like, well, I gotta complete that Build-A-Figure.
Okay. Dan did post that tomorrow is June 1st. Street dates are gone for the Disney Plus wave. Not done yet with reveals. June is lighter, and he puts lighter in quotes.
So maybe not as dark.
so you won't be as happy. Looks like you're like, damn it. And then it looks like, yeah, annoying you with friendship. First look, Tuesday, 11 a.m.
It's gonna keep rolling. That's cool.
Also, shout out to Harding Art for the Logan head sculpt.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I remember when he tweeted out or whatnot that he was getting kind of back into the Legends game, and I was excited to hear that. So that the Wolverine head sculpts are great.
Got to go back and look again. Yeah. I'm hoping, and we should see some repaints of this.
You'd think so, because I mean, it's they're good, they're different. They look. I don't know. There's a crispness or a kind of a refined look to that Wolverine sculpt. So,
and the hair looks natural. There's been some that seems to skew away from what I think of whenever, or the art that I grew up with and stuff. But this, it feels like you could run into a guy, and we have at conventions run into a guy with hair like this.
Yeah. Hold off all your Fantastic Four stuff. Boom.
And I said several times, I think it was last year or even more recently, that I'm only going to do X-Men only. But then they show other figures, they look amazing, and they're building towards building other teams, and that always makes for a nice display. And I'm a sucker for a nice display. Putting them all together. I'm a sucker for getting teams together.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because I've got the Lee team displayed. I've got what we have of the giant size team kind of off in its own corner too. So yeah, it's hard not to.
I forgot about it. I didn't even realize that. We don't see a lot of figures. I mean, I'm sure they're not. Well, they aren't sculpted because this is using a costume. But yeah, nipples. We saw that with was it Shang-Chi too? Yeah.
Yes, you can rattle those off right off the top of your head. I don't mean you personally. It's just those are easy to remember.
Yeah, it's not a big list, but I tried saying that I'm only getting Spider-Man Marvel Legends, but they keep getting me with more toys. That's the way it goes.
Yep.
I'm gonna just pre-order a wave. It just shows up. Yep, it's too
Yeah.
easy.
Well, and with these reveals and having just gotten like the villains wave in hand, earlier in the week, or maybe it was the end of the previous week or whatever. It's just it's getting back into the legends that I consider to be like my bread and butter. What if I had the discipline to collect only specific things? It would be those iconic classic versions of characters in legends, and that would be my focus, which it still kind of is. But it's cool getting some of these now that fit into that after as we said, skewing towards MCU and whatnot a little bit earlier in the month.
Yeah, and that's the thing that plays right into here. It's so weird how the age divides collectors. As a younger collector, I don't really care for X-Men, but that's the beautiful thing about this line. There's something for everyone. You just if you wait long enough, your stuff will come back around. Whether it's MCU or classic stuff, modern stuff, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers, everything. Also, he said bread and butter, so I had to do the bread and butter dance. Bread and butter, milking that bread and butter. When Robo tries to get out of Marvel Legends will re-release all the figures in translucent plastic. We don't want that. Next, you'll say that they're all flocked.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, zoomed back in. A true collector doesn't cut back on collecting. He maximizes space and gets a bigger house.
Wait a minute. I missed it. I saw a comment. I saw a comment up above talking about, how everybody's thinking that there's a Fantastic Four retro series coming out. Oh yeah, there it is. Aside from the four themselves, because I think you're right. We're going to get all four of them in the blue and white. That would be my guess. But I would want at least one iconic villain that we haven't gotten yet, and I would actually jump back to our very first Swoosh 5 face-off villains wave, not the one we just did, but the one before that. When I came in for my Fantastic Four villain representation, and that was Psycho Man, he would be the one that I would want in that, because somebody like Blastar, a classic Blastar or whatnot, that'd be a little too big, I think, of a figure. But I think Psycho Man would be just about perfect, but it'd be a lot of new tooling. So
right. Hopefully,
Diablo could be cool. That wouldn't be a ton of new tooling, would he?
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. In fact, it's been a while since I've actually looked at the character, but I think of that scrawny body like we just saw with Spider-Man 2099, kind of, right?
Yeah, or like the Reed body. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or the Reed body.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So I mean, as Fantastic Four is my favorite part of Marvel, and I'm not starved, because they've actually done pretty well with some of this stuff, but there are a lot of villains to do that they haven't gotten to yet. So I'm not going to be real picky. It's like I just want one of those classic Fantastic Four villains to be included.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
And somebody opened the Fantastic Four bottle. I'm going to go work, and Veeves is going to talk for the next hour and a half.
Yeah, here we go.
MCU Dark Elves 2-pack would be nice to have, and also MCU Malekith would be nice too.
I kind of forget about Thor too. I haven't watched that in a long time. I need to go back and watch that.
It's okay. I mean, well, I say okay. That sounds like it's okay, but whatever. But honestly, most of the MCU movies I can sit through and watch.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Oh, I want a new Fantastic car.
Hell yeah.
Puppet Master and Alicia 2-pack.
I'm there for it.
Puppet Master Terminus.
Sure.
How long has it been since the last version of the Watcher?
In Legends, never.
In Select, it's been quite a few years, actually, huh? It's been over 10.
Oh, he came out in the thick of Toy Biz Legends.
Yeah, but they're re-releasing that now, right? Or they had pre-orders up.
Yeah.
Annihilus.
I figure it's pretty terrible. So
Psycho Man would be awesome. Hey, you know what would go on a retro FF card?
That is 100% accurate and true.
A Tuma.
It
Red Ghost with 8.
Yes.
I don't think anybody's going to actually put anything in the chat and this may be a challenge. Put anything in the chat that either one of us or one or the other would go, nope, don't want it.
Yeah. As far as characters, Fantastic Four corner goes, I can't think of any.
What about Susan Storm in the you know which costume I'm going for? The one with the see-through parts?
Yeah, no. Costume variations for them. There's probably some that I would be less enthusiastic about, but I have a whole Fantastic Four display, so I would have to get them to put in there, right?
So you'd still buy it.
Yeah, because I'm not a big fan of the blue and white costumes. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I mean, my Fantastic Four are the blue and black. And I mean that's and it's that Kirby blue that they did for the Walgreens figures. I think they nailed that blue, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to get them because they're an important part of their history. So
right, exactly. See, when it comes to Fantastic Four, I'm not a hardcore enough fan to know or to remember where the blue and whites were, where the blue and blacks were here, the red costumes, the Future Foundation stuff. But just from strictly looking at the colors and stuff, I like the blue and whites the best. So, I mean, I don't know what that means, and I don't know what that means.
A brain doctor.
Do what?
You need to go see a brain doctor.
See, I knew that was that. I knew that was coming. See, I can't tell you when that happened, but I just like that color palette. The white helps them stand out on the shelf a little bit more.
That is true. That is true. But I saw somebody mention something about a Galactus HasLab, and it's like, hell yes, and let's make the stretch goals for the added figures. You
know what? Heralds?
The Heralds, yeah.
Okay,
like Firewalker and
I guess
Walker and Firelord.
The lesser known ones, the ones that don't seem single card worthy. Well, I say that they are single card worthy to us, but they don't seem as marketable as others.
Frankie Nova would be cheap. That's easy reuse.
Especially if they get a Megan out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, kind of translucent the hair, make it look flame-like.
Yeah, that's true.
100% Earl. With Galactus the size of Sentinel scale well with Hasbro's 3 3/4 inch.
I mean, yes. Galactus is big. You know, to me, he's variable.
So, point made. Done. Yeah. Period. Galactus is big.
It's like you're never going to get a Galactus that you kind of like see coming over the horizon height. So I mean, I will take a large Galactus and say, you know, he changes size.
Right. And in the comics they always change. I mean, it depends on artist storyline, what the story calls for, how big he needs to be.
Yeah.
Has there been a Terrax in Legends? Yeah. In fact, that old was it a Build-A-Figure?
He was the very first Build-A-Figure from the very first return of Marvel Legends.
But still a nice figure from what I remember. I don't actually have it on the shelf. I need to dig it out.
He and Zola were the first two, and I think both of those hold up very well.
Galactus is big.
Yes, that is correct.
Everyone else is small.
That's right.
So as far as the HasLab goes, if that is the HasLab, are you hoping for bigger than the Sentinel?
Yes.
Yes.
But if it's not, I'm not going to be sad about it.
So you're okay with a
Sure. I mean, here's the thing. A humongous Sentinel, a humongous Galactus, those are all great. But, you know, you got to think about the consideration for getting enough people to back something like that when it comes to cost and size, because sometimes the size of stuff, it maxes people out. I mean, the Sentinel's thrown off my entire Legends display now. I'm going to have to figure out a way to get that HasLab Sentinel in there, which is fine. But you know, that I think that there's a plateau that you kind of get to when it comes to size and cost for something, even though
I have a big ass basement that I can fit some stuff in. Even though I'd like
to have a Galactus the size of my house, right?
yeah. What if it were a costume for you to wear, and you know, you could be Galactus in your collection, or put it on a mannequin? What do you think of that?
Let's do it.
Yeah. You have to have someone else taking the shots, or just set a timer on your camera and. Oh.
Well, that's what they need. They need the role play Galactus helmet.
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea.
I would buy that.
Yeah. I thought there for a second you were going to go, no.
Well, me wearing costumes is probably not something that would happen, since I pretty much wear the same clothes every single day. But
your earnest wardrobe.
Others might say Einstein, friend. He did it too.
I take that as a compliment.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, that makes me Vern. That doesn't work. Veeb's face with the phrase "Galactus is big." And I like that it's spelled wrong. That way, it's not any kind of copyright issue.
Galactus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, yes, if he's a HasLab figure, he will be bigger than all the rest of your Legends, with the possible exception of the Sentinel, and you know, that's what I would hope he would be. And I don't have aspirations as for like an upper limit on that. I guess I would say I would want him to be at least as big as the Sentinel. How about that?
Yeah. Any bigger is just gravy on the biscuit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Articulated heroes. Oh, I hope someone ends up taking photos of Galactus about to eat Unicron. That is brilliant.
Yes. And you know what? With the way that the Hasbro Marvel team has been like coming out and just like being killer with the reveals and whatnot, that would be almost a perfect kind of jab troll, you know, HasLab format. It's like we got the Transformers planet. Now we're gonna get the Eater of Planets.
Yeah. And reveal it on a day that there's a Transformers Fan First Friday.
Exactly. And would win. That would be Galactus, because he devours planets, even if they're robot planets.
Well, Unicron devours planets. He's a planet-eating planet. Have you not watched Transformers yet?
My point still stands.
In your way to oblivion. Unicron is also the planet. Yep. I don't know if he's frozen or reading. He's sad that I schooled him on Unicron. That's what's happening. Do you think there is any chance they will give people another chance at the Sentinel? Was tight last year for a lot of collectors, and that's understandable. I don't know. From the way they've done the other HasLabs, it's just one and gone, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's no precedence for it.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, they could change the colors and not include the extras. But even then, I feel like a lot of the backers, it would hurt future HasLabs, because that would set the precedent that, oh, I don't have to get it on the HasLab because it'll come out later. I'll just grab it later.
Yeah, because as a collector, I don't care about that kind of thing, right? It's like, if I back something because I want it, it's because I want it. And if they were to re-release it later on down the road for other people, I don't have an issue with that whatsoever, except for what you just noted about that may put future HasLabs kind of in a corner because it's like, well, I'm not going to pay for it now because they'll just put it out again later.
Yeah. And that's skipping over the whole Hasbro as a company doing a crowdfund type situation. But, you know, I don't know. If it gets us big items, I guess, it's more plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I would love for anybody who wants one of something like that to be able to get it because I hate that's a rant in and of itself. I hate people, you know, getting mad because what they don't have is special anymore. It's special to you if you want something like that, right? And someone else having it shouldn't have anything to do with it. But like you said, it's from a marketing business standpoint, it might be a little tricky.
Yeah. Yellow Sentinel. Actually, I'd be. Yeah, that's another thing. As long as it's not cheaper down the line. If they do re-release it, it should be the same, you know, same price or whatever.
Well, and honestly, I don't know if that would ever happen because I mean, even though the tooling would be done and whatnot, once prices go up, they don't go down.
Right.
and if they were to do that, I mean, we would already be several years into the future for it. So I don't think you'd get 2020 prices in 2026 or whatever, right?
Yeah. Oh. Actually, wait, thinking about it, a Captain America Optimus Prime would be pretty badass. There was a company that did, I don't know if they actually had the license. It may have been a third-party item overseas where it was a big-ass Optimus Prime. I can't remember the name of it. Dave's got one. But they also did a Captain America variant where he was in Captain America colors.
That's cool.
And it looked cool, but very expensive.
That works expensive.
Yeah.
Unicron Galactus 2-pack reissue. Good lord.
That would be shipping a smart car or
for the price of one, probably.
Yeah, that'd be shipping washer and dryer at the same time. Through the mail. Could you imagine? Oh man, I can't imagine being in the delivery service and several people in the area have ordered one. It's like, okay.
So my wife already does the thing where around the holidays she would like have, because we get a lot of deliveries at my house, right? Mm-hmm. So she would put out, you know, snacks and drinks and stuff for the delivery people on the front porch when they made deliveries, and she's just kept that going. So like we always have those out now. It's like, I mean, you'd have to like start putting kegs of beer out there for them for delivery.
Here's your steak dinner and a bottle of champagne. There you go.
Yeah.
Didn't Beyonder dress in a puffy onesie? No, he had a belt on. Well, I guess it may have been. You know, if we were
forward,
I would definitely want to get. Oh, now we got to look that up. It'd be the last thing we talk. You know, because I was a big handbook kid. You know.
Yeah.
Eating breakfast.
Have you picked those up yet? The omnibus, the Who's Who, and the Marvel Handbook. Oh, I mean, they're like 8-pound books. They're amazing.
Here we go. Boom.
It's not so much. To me, that's more of a leisure suit.
Yeah. I could see that belt being a different, because it doesn't flap over down into the pants.
Yeah.
But if we got a Beyonder, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Oh, and my God. Wait, I just saw it. Where'd it go? Hasselhoff for Beyonder.
Yes. and if he's not cast in the MCU as the Beyonder, that is a missed opportunity.
Mm-hmm. He already has. He was in the Guardians of the Galaxy video, wasn't he? or something. So that already puts him in cosmic status.
That's true. He was hiding there all along.
I see the connection now. God,
yeah.
Genius. I'm so smart. The Marvel Dictionary?
Is that what? I don't think that's. Is that what they call it? It hasn't been out for very long. It's only been out for a couple of months.
I need to update because I don't have all the old handbooks. I usually just Google Beyonder handbook, and then I need that and the Who's. I didn't read the Who's as much as I did the Marvel handbooks.
I mean, that's just as essential as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if you're a DC fan, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, at the time, back in the day, I wasn't a DC fan. I was one of those. Oh, I read Marvel. I'm not reading DC.
It's the official handbook of the Marvel Universe Deluxe Edition. It just came out in March, so it's essentially a fully bound, put together Marvel Universe. It's the Who's Who all put together.
Wait, you keep Who's Who or Marvel Handbook?
Sorry, Marvel Handbook all put together.
Oh, okay. Even with the updates and later editions and stuff. Oh man.
Yeah, and I keep confusing them. I keep confusing them because the DC one just came out a couple weeks ago. The Who's Who version did.
Oh, and it's all the classic art and write-ups and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, also don't forget Marvel.com appendix. I can't click that link while I'm in here. In StreamYard.
If those are the updates, those are all included.
I'm searching for Hasselhoff heads now for the white leisure suit.
I don't think there hasn't been a Hoff head anywhere, has there?
I don't think I've ever seen one. Why does Beyonder look like a disco martial artist? Because
time and place.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Well, and with that, somebody also said Christopher Walken is the Beyonder.
I take that. Hello, you are here.
I'm sure they could find a spot for him at somewhere, right?
God, you know what? I would watch a 3-hour Marvel MC Universe epic of whoever Christopher Walken would play and the Grandmaster just talking.
Just sitting and having conversations.
Well, and now Owen Wilson is a part of it too, so just put the three of them together.
Just saying wow off to the side.
Whoa.
Wow.
But, all right. Yeah, we have to keep this one compact and simple. So this was a good Marvel Monday, though. Morlock Monday.
Showing love to all the Marvel Legends reveals this weekend.
Yeah.
But man, sure you don't want to send that my way so I can play with it for a little bit?
Well, I was going to say, at least this, pre-production Callisto, her last appearance, she's got to say bye-bye and get back into the box and head back to Hasbro. So be waiting for when we can actually, get the final official version.
Okay.
What's it going to be?
Should be soon. You got to think another reveal tomorrow, maybe some more later, or that's the wave, and then they'll put it up for pre-order this week or something.
That would be most excellent.
That would be cool because I'm ready for some pre-orders. I had to hide the stones in the only place I could. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out, watching us yak about Marvel Legends again.
Yeah.
Talk about reveals, talk about wants, talk about, well, at some point it's going to be like, yeah. You like Fantastic Four, you like X-Men. Shut the hell up. Move on.
We're going to have to change subject, go different company or something entirely.
Yeah, next time we'll have to talk about Turtles or something because Sunday's coming back around. We'll be back and think of a subject for that.
Yep.
Something different.
Let's go. Let's chart the other courses.
Yeah. Somebody come up with something real quick and
back to normal on Sunday. Yeah,
and that way we can think about it for several days before just jumping in, like we're going to prepare anything.
This isn't a test.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this and go.
All right. Well,
what was I? Oh, it's been a while since some Star Wars. There we go. Boom.
Yeah.
You should have all the new wave, huh? By then?
The new wave of Star Wars?
The Target stuff.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I just opened mine last night. I have a few problems besides it being Target exclusive, but
the Obi-Wan chest armor thing is
the brown.
Yes.
Yeah. That, and I had to do some echo tweaking, and I had to do some hawk swapping. I didn't mean for that to rhyme like that, but God damn, I'm good.
Hawk swapping.
Hawk swapping and echo tweaking.
Echo tweaking and hawk swapping. Well, I actually haven't fooled around with hawk too much, but that Obi-Wan thing.
Yeah. Once I figure out an Obi-Wan fix, I'll head that way.
White paint.
Your pile of stuff. White paint. What? But yeah, again, I appreciate everybody coming out, and we'll talk to you. Well, I'm going back on tonight for the Fwoosh Monday Live. Review goes up tomorrow. Unboxing on Dave's channel Wednesday. Veebs and I will be back Sunday talking about Star Wars, apparently.
Or something.
I
don't know anything about Star Wars.
Oh, yeah? Somebody said Transformers.
Oof.
No.
Dead weight.
No, we'll probably talk Star Wars. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Catch you on the Fwoosh.